Coming at you raw and unfiltered.
He's not afraid to talk about anything, and I love that.
It's Rickey Smiley Unleashed.
I got something to say.
Y'all just missed it, Beyonce. So today we're going to be talking about emasculation, right? So I Googled it and read it out loud. Dr. Carly is sitting over here with his headphones on. He done pulled up and Googled the same thing.
Definition?
And he done brought it up to me and read me what I just said.
The magic of Google. He was focused on.
You had them headphones. You didn't hear me read it.
I didn't hear you.
So then you gonna bring up and read me the same thing that I just said. So we got Dr. MJ Carly in the room. We got my producer Hollywood. This is being brought to you by Denny's. Denny's has been changing it up a bit in their restaurants, but keeping in mind, listen, what matters most is you. They're making home, that's right, home away from home with the new modern looks and the new menu items. Go in and check it out. Now you can get the new Meat Lover Slam with the 3 sausage links and 3 pieces of bacon, which is slam for $5.99, because at Denny's, they want to make sure that their place always feel like your place. And don't forget to try the new delicious crepes. That's right, y'all. Check it out at Denny's. There it is. So, all right, listen. So today we're talking about emasculation. It's a huge problem.
All right, start with the definition first. Go ahead and start with the definition.
All right, go ahead, Dr. Carter. Read the definition.
Okay, emasculated. A man being deprived of his male role or identity, particularly in the family situation.
Right, and I have some experience with that. You know, I raised a lot of kids. I raised adopted kids that I took in, nieces and nephews. And I just want to say this to all the women out here who don't have a male figure in your kid's life. Some men don't step up to the plate and don't do what they're supposed to do. But what I'm saying is the conversation today is don't emasculate the ones that do. If an uncle step up to the plate and try to do the right thing, you know, crack, you get your nieces and nephews, you know, Dr. Carly, you get your nieces and nephews or whatever, and we set some boundaries. If they don't have a male role model, even if you don't agree with it, you need to have a conversation with us about what we talk about.
Because children need structure. Children do need structure.
They do. And your way of parenting is not a man's way of parenting, especially if you got boys.
Especially if you were raised differently.
Absolutely.
But having a male influence is it's totally different. Women raise children in a different way. They do it the way women do it, which is supposed to be a nurturing and a situation where they're showing love, etc. Fathers show love, but they show it in a different way. It's more structured. It's stronger love. It's sometimes tough and hard love. And being emasculated, you know, being undermined, and that's the key phrase. Undermined.
Yeah. So what happens is, when I've raised nieces, nephews, I had an oldest child that I pretty much raised, and once the mother don't like you anymore or get mad at you about anything, all of a sudden she starts to undermine you and pit the kids against you, and it just get crazy.
Brainwashing.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And so what happens is, you know that you're being emasculated when the kids totally stop responding to you.
Not responding, and obviously and blatantly disrespecting you.
Absolutely. You know, I had a family member to tell her kids about my kitchen counter, go ahead and wipe the kitchen counter down because you know how he is. Right. Why would you say that? Right. See what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a form of emasculation. Why won't you tell the kids to wipe the counter down? Because the counter's supposed to be wiped down. It was wiped down before you use it, and wiping the counter down after dinner is the right thing to do, as opposed to trying to put it like I'm crazy or I'm OCD.
So they're projecting their insecurities and their anger onto the kid.
Absolutely. And the kids stop responding. I'm not crazy. You understand? And I've seen it for years and years and years and years. And I used to put up with it. But now the first sign of emasculation, I just cut it off. I just cut it off because you can't fight with that. You ain't finna compete with the mother, because most men have rules. Most men have boundaries. We ain't just letting these kids out here, especially if you're a good dad. You're not letting the kids just do what they want to do. So how do you compete with the mother that let them do whatever they want to do and treat the boys like they little boyfriends and treat the daughters like they little homegirls or whatever, kissing them all in the mouth, then the boys wear 2 earrings, pants sagging, he cute, let's go here, ripping and running, you know, doing all the stuff like y'all friends. And I'm not, and I'm very clear in my house, I am not your friend.
Exactly.
Believe it. And I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you don't speak to me. You under my roof. You do what I say do or whatever. And we can have a great relationship. Get up, your ass up, cut the grass. I'm not going to be the only one in the house working. You got hair on your balls. Please.
I hope.
If you a hairy bald dude, you ain't gonna get to lay up in my house and not cut the grass. You're not gonna trim the hedges.
I can't play PlayStation all day.
No, sir. Not in my house. You can't. If I got to get up and work to pay the bills, to supply the power to the PlayStation, you got more strength and more energy than me. I made my sons. I made them cut that damn grass, trim hedges. I don't care nothing about no mosquitoes and no wasps or whatever. I had to do it. And it made me who I am today, a hard-working man.
I got to drink water out the hose, too?
Out the hose pipe. I didn't do all that. And Brandon and Malik, they know to pull that hose pipe up and turn that damn water on and wait about 2 or 3 minutes for it to get cool off. Let it cool off.
It's good water.
And that water be good.
Water.
I still drink water out the hose pipe. What kind of? I'm not walking around outside with no damn bottle of water and the hose pipe right there. You just turn that faucet on.
What's going on at the Smiley household? Everybody got to drink water out the hose.
Yeah, if you outside working or you outside shooting basketball, I'm not going to be buying them no bottled water. I don't care how successful I am. You ain't entitled.
Keeps you humble.
Absolutely. I just want all mothers. If you got an uncle, if you got a cousin or an uncle or a male figure in the family or somebody in your community or a coach or pastor, a deacon, anybody, man, don't emasculate. If you don't agree with something they do, you sit down and have a conversation. But don't you put the kids
in the middle of it.
In the middle of it and put the kids against people that actually love them, actually want to help them, actually, especially when they have proven their love. It ain't like we just came out of nowhere and started discipline. If I'm showing you the love, but then don't get mad, you love when I'm showing the kids the love.
Exactly.
But then you get mad when I start to discipline and structure.
Because it ain't the way you would do it.
Absolutely. So let me tell y'all, ladies out there and fellas, all signs, if you're an uncle, if you are raising some nieces and some nephews or some adopted kids, the first sign of emasculation, have a conversation with their mother about it. And if it don't go good, and if the kids stop responding to you and stop respecting you, it's time to move on. Because you don't have to do what you do. Anyway, but if you're a man, if that's your child, you're supposed to, and you just going to have to continue to fight for your child and make them respect you whether they like you or not. But everybody Google emasculation. It's real.
It is real, and it's in the nuclear family as well. It's not just outside the family. It's not just with nieces and nephews or whatever. Even in the immediate family, you cannot have discordance between the parents. If the father and the mother cannot agree on something, they need to work that out privately, not in front of the children or be undermined. I don't undermine Mrs. Collier, and I hope she doesn't undermine me. But you have to make sure that check that situation in real time when it's happening.
Right. So shout out to my daughter's mother, Tamika. And my other kids' mom, we have done a great job raising these kids. We got 2 finna graduate high school. And my daughter said, "You're always on his side. Oh, my God. Yeah, like he does nothing wrong." You know, my daughter's mom, you know, she don't play it. She'll pick up the phone to call me or text me. So let's talk. Be aware when you get mad. Have a conversation with the other parent or the uncle or the cousin or the whoever. But don't emasculate any man that's trying to step up to the plate and do the right thing just because you don't like the way they discipline. Dr. MJ Collier up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.